Hello everybody, Jackrabbit here. For today's video, we're going to be doing a contest entry for Vector Potential. Vector has asked us to record a video of a lock that we're struggling with, and to record it for 15 minutes if we, even if we can't get it open. And this is what he calls part of the Struggle Bus contest. So what I'll be doing today is working on, this is a lock I've been working on for quite some time now. It is a purple belt lock. It's the Assa 600 in snowman format, but it's got barrel pins. And these barrel pins have been driving me nuts. So I will say it's a very nice lock, super smooth action, so I'll be working on that today. It's going to be, I'm hoping I can get it open at some point here. But if not, at the very least, we'll get a video entry for Vector Potential Struggle Bus. And I think the idea behind this contest is to help show that, not everybody starts a video, picks open a lock in 2 seconds, and all is well. I think we all have to, sometimes it looks as though in recordings that we are just super awesome at picking and have no struggles, and that's simply not true. So I think it's a great idea. Thanks, Vector, for putting this on. But without further ado, I am going to struggle at this lock. So with barrels, there's a couple phases. The first phase is to try to get the barrels all of the barrels up into the milling. The pins themselves are shaped, they call them barrel pins because they're shaped like little barrels. And then the core is milled in such a way that the tops of the barrels start to catch, or tops or bottoms catch on the milling, so that it doesn't, so you have to move really slowly to try to get all the pins up into the shear line. So I think I've already overset one because everything feels squishy. So we'll try again. So I'm just trying to go through here on phase one and see if I can get. You'll notice if you get it, you'll notice the core start to turn just a little bit, and that's usually a sign that you've gotten everything into the milling. And then are ready to move on to the actual picking. So I think I might have just gotten everything to the milling, but let me feel the pin states here and see if I can. All right, so it's squishy. All right, so I think the only pin right now that feels solid is pin 1, so that'll be the first one I try to put a little bit of, try to move that a little bit. All right, I got a click. Now it's squishy. So I'm going to go on and try to look for the next pin that is binding with no. Oh, I think that was it, and I clicked it. So now we're going to move on again. Let's try to find a pin. There are any that aren't. So this is the jiggle test, basically. Just trying to see if we can find a pin that is not jiggling. And if they're all jiggling, that's usually a sign that you've overset something, which is, I believe, where I am right now. So we'll start over. We'll see if we can't get ourselves back to the point where everything's up in the milling. So this first part requires a fair amount of tension. Once you get into phase 2, it sounds like the best maneuver is to start to lower that tension. I think the core turned a little bit there. Oh, and I let off too much tension and I dropped it. Okay. Start over again. And this has been the pain that I've been dealing with for quite a while because I just can't quite seem to get it. Although my goal this time is to really try to nail the jiggle test, which I'll link a video below. Even if I don't get this open today, I'll link a video that I think is very helpful from another picker. I believe his name is Anxious Picker. And I think eventually, if I get this, well, when I get this lock, I'm not going to ever really give up on it. But when I get this lock, I can almost guarantee it's going to be because of what I learned from that video. Okay, I think we're in phase 2 now. So let me start by trying to find, so far as I understand, you're looking for a pin that doesn't jiggle. And the jiggling is sometimes very hard to find. So, okay, I think I got a binder. So now the idea is I'm just going to push up a little bit on this binder, okay? And now we're jiggling. So now we're going to move back. I'm going to try pin 1. I think that's jiggling. Pin 2 is jiggling. Pin 3 is jiggling. Pin 4 is jiggling. Pin 5 is jiggling. Pin 6 feels like it's jiggling, but I don't think I'm overset here, so I'm missing something. So let me go back to pin 1. Pin 1 actually, gosh, does it feel like it's... It's so hard to feel. Alright. Just gotta find the one that's... I feel like it's this pin. I don't feel any jiggle. Oh, wait a second. Let me put a light on there. All right, I'm just gonna try to, okay, got a click out of it. And now we're jiggling. I'm really hoping not everything's jiggling, but it certainly feels that way. No. I think this is still the binder. That one's moving. So this is where I'm struggling because I feel like everything's jiggling right now. Let me loosen up the tension and see if anything. Maybe if I just drop a little. Okay, now I've got a binder. Maybe I had overset something, but let me see if I can find which one is actually binding here. I think it's this one right here. Okay, I'm gonna click, and now that's mushy. And ooh, big click out of that one, now it's mushy. We'll click out of that. All right, let's go through this again. I feel like I'm not getting any. This first pin seems to be scaring me though, because it's if you look at the key, it's very low cut on that earlier pin, so I'm really worried about pushing too much on that one. But it does feel like the binder. Let's see if anything else is binding. Oh, I can see there's just a little give on pin 3. Let me see if I can feel it with my thumb. Yeah, pin 3's got some movement. Pin 4, no, there's movement. Pin 5, there's movement. Pin 6, there's movement. Really feels like this pin. But last time I just keep going too far with it, so. Okay, got a click and now it's mushy. Let's hope now everything else is. Okay, now pin 4 feels binding. Okay, pin 4 is clicked. All right. Pin 2 is jiggling, 3 is jiggling, 4, 5. Pin 6 feels like it's jiggling. Yeah. Man. All right, there we go. This feels stuck. Let me try to move it. Little click. All right. myself a couple more minutes here, and we'll call this a good struggle bus recording. I think I got a binder here. Okay, got a click. Back to one. One's very squishy. All right, I think I might have overset something, so I think that's a feel around a little bit more. Otherwise, yeah, we're gonna call it, and you know, we'll try again later today. But that is definitely where I'm struggling. So this is you know, I think a perfect example of a lock that fits into the struggle bus. So thanks, Vector, for running this contest, and you know, I'm going to keep at this, and if anyone's still here at this point, don't forget to like and subscribe, and have a nice day. Bye.